Hello everyone and Namaste. It is Saturday, March 5th, 2022, and tonight's gentle pop-up practice is going to be about the heart center. We're going to work on the sacral chakra and grounding that energy into our now. So go ahead and get set up, get your mat rolled out. If you want to sit on a pillow or a blanket, I highly recommend it. It's such a nice little cushion. And if you want to get your blocker or strap, I'm not quite sure if we're going to use those, but it's nice to have those close by. And we're just cultivating stillness in these practices so that we can cleanse out from the day and prepare for the next part of our day whenever we watch these practices. So right now, shoulders are away from the ears, navel is drawing in, sitting bones are drawing down, and you can rest your hands wherever they feel best. Eyes can be open or closed. Let's take in 5 cycles of breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Perhaps you're focusing on the chest or the sitting bones. Continuing to breathe. 2 more rounds on your own. Let's bring our palms together at the heart. And let's take in 3 more cycles of breath. Eyes again can be open or closed. And let our mantra be, I receive what I need. I receive what I need with gratitude. Stillness cultivates that connection to our intuition, divine intelligence. Beautiful. And we're going to interlace the fingers and press the palms away, tucking the chin and really feeling that nice upper back stretch. Let's take a cycle of breath here. Then as you inhale, reach the palms up to the sky. And as you exhale, scoop the navel in, tuck the chin, palms toward the front of your room. Let's take that 2 more times. Inhaling up. Exhaling. Tucking. Scooping the navel in. Rounding. 1 more. Beautiful. Let's inhale up, gently unlace the fingers, and exhale, bring the arms alongside the body. Beautiful. Noticing what you notice. You can open and close the fingers if you're feeling some tightness there. 1 more breath in and out. Beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale, palms to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, palms to heart. 1 more like that. It's your own beautiful pace. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, you are centering. Excellent work. Let's go ahead and release our left leg in front of us and the sole of the right foot towards that left inner thigh. Excellent. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, just pour over that left leg. Fingers to the mat, hands to the toes. We're only going to take 1 more breath here. Beautiful work. And gently release and unhinge on the next inhalation and exhalation. Switching sides, right leg out, left foot in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pour over that right leg. One breath here. Inhale and exhale. Excellent work. Inhale, unhinge, and exhale. Go ahead and make your way to your table position. Now we're going to take child's pose. So you're welcome to bring your blanket for under your kneecaps if you need tonight. Big toes together, knees separate as we sink back. I'm going to personally use my blanket here to rest my elbows, my forehead upon, and we're just going to take 5 cycles of breath. Grounding our energy. We have one more cycle of breath. And then we'll gently make our way to table. It's very important to ground the energy, especially if you consider yourself highly sensitive or empathic. We can absorb other people's energies rather quickly, right? So when we ground and center in ourselves, it's easier to deflect. Let's draw that left shin off the mat and open up to our kneeling side plank, grounding and now opening. Ah, it feels so good. Navel in, inhale here, and exhale back to your table. Let's inhale to cow at your own pace. You might be moving slower than me. Exhaling to cat. Inhale to table. Exhale, pause. Right shin off the mat, opening up to the left. Reaching. Opening up the hips, opening the heart, grounding. One more breath in. And out. Beautiful. Making our way back to table. And as you're ready, one cycle of cow and cat. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. Now we're going to inhale to our table and exhale to our first downward facing dog. You might need to widen your hands, sitting bones tilting up, ears in line with the biceps, drawing those heels towards your mat, bending the knees if your hamstrings are really tight tonight. Let's inhale to plank, high or kneeling, and exhale the whole way down to your belly. Wrists under shoulders, pelvis nestled into the mat. So we're grounding. Let me move back a little bit. Grounding through the pelvis and the tops of the feet. Hands are lightly touching as we open our heart. Cobra flow. Inhale here, exhale lower. Opening our hearts while we're staying grounded in the root and sacral chakra, even the solar plexus. Exhale. Let's take 3 more like that on our own. And then on your next inhalation, when you lift your chest, go ahead and begin to bring your arms behind you for half locust. One more breath in. Hands under the shoulders, push yourself back to either child's pose or downward dog. Now, a nice expression in child's pose, if you're joining me, is bringing the palms together and the base of the palms to the back of the skull. Just one more cycle of breath. Beautiful. Releasing your hands, making your way back to your belly, either via your plank pose or your mindful release down. We're going to bring our left forearm in front of us. We're going to bend the right leg. You can rest your forehead here, or you can lift. But let's start by seeing if we can take hold of the top of the right foot or the outer ankle. Some teachers like to cue the inner ankle. I'm old school. I like the outer expression. But you find what works best for you. And then begin to nestle your pubic bone into the mat, the left forearm, as you press your right foot away from you. So we're rooted down, but we're opening. Trusting that our deep roots will help us make the best, most favorable decisions in our lives. Even those decisions that bring lessons our way, they're still wonderful experiences, right? One more breath in. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Stack your hands, rest your forehead, bend both knees, and just kind of tick-tock your shins or roll through those feet or ankles. Beautiful. And we're going to bring that right forearm to the mat as we bend the left leg. Remember, you can start by resting your forehead. Take hold of what you can take hold of there. And then press the right forearm into the mat. Nestle your pubic bone in as you draw the left foot away from you into that left hand. Sometimes rolling that left shoulder in helps. Rooted and opening simultaneously. We need both. Yoga teaches us the union of opposites creates inner and outer harmony. One more breath in. Beautiful job. Exhale, release, stack your hands, rest your forehead, and just tick-tock or roll through those shins or feet, whatever feels good for you. We're going to release our legs behind us. We're going to bring our hands under our shoulders, pushing ourselves back to either child's pose or downward dog. You know your options. You can always flow if that works for you. Let's take 3 rounds of breath. Then we're going to make our way to our knees and go ahead and get your block. That might help you. Okay, we're going to start, and you can always cushion the knees with your blanket if you need to. Tucking our toes under. Your block can be here or your fingers, and you're just going to lift the knees up. You can rest your hands on the block. You can bring the block under your knees. It's a nice ankle stretch, foot stretch. You're probably wobbling hands to heart. Inner balls of the foot pressing into the mat. Mounds of the big toes. We're breathing, right? Let's take one more cycle. Beautiful. And then bring the hands to the mat. Release your knees. And let's take Camel Pose as our final pose. Toes can be tucked under or untucked. Hands to the hips. You can always bring those fists to the low back. So you're drawing the hips forward. Nice quadricep stretch. Elbows draw back. Remember, you're holding a clementine or small orange between the chin and the clavicle here. This might be where you stay today. Some of you are going to be able to enjoy your drop back, releasing the head, releasing the hands to the back heels or the outer ankles. One more breath in, bringing those hands back to the hips. You know where we're going. Child's pose or downward dog. 3 cycles of breath with our plank vinyasa as an option. Opening our hearts while grounding down tonight. One more breath in. And as you exhale, drop to the knees or come to the knees if you were in child's pose, and please meet me in your seated position. So we're going to close our practice tonight with some breath work. Let's seal the energy of the practice before we continue. Breathing in, palms to the heart. Breathing out. Bring your right hand to your belly, your left hand to the chest. And I want you to really make that connection to your earthly self, your emotional self, your soulful self. Yoga brings us back to that state of wholeness, that inner harmony. Breathe into the belly, into the chest. Breathe out, release from the chest to the belly, back to the sitting bones. Breathe in, root chakra, solar plexus, heart chakra. Breathe out, heart chakra, solar plexus chakra, down to the earth, the roots. How about 3 more like that on your own? 3-part breathing. Last one here. Bringing our palms together at the heart as we bow to one another and to ourselves for sharing in this practice. Sharing in the energy and the spirit of reinstating our inner harmony, our inner knowingness, so that we can live in truth to the best of our ability. Breathing in and breathing out. The light and the wisdom within me acknowledges and respects the same in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I look forward to seeing you at the next pop-up practice. Until then, namaste.